What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the Visual Verse. It is your host, Ayane Joseph, and today I'm so happy to be talking about The Maze Runner. The Maze Runner is an original movie that is inspired off of the book The Maze Runner. It's a 3-part trilogy with 2 later books and 2 later movies that I have not seen yet. But off of this first movie, the whole trilogy holds much promise. The premise of The Maze Runner is that a group of boys are stranded in this maze and they have to find some way to get out. Every month, a new boy arrives through an elevator located in the middle of the maze. And eventually, a girl arrives, and that is the last addition to this group of people. Once the girl arrives, things start to shake up and, go crazy. And honestly, it is a very, very entertaining and engaging story. One of my favorite parts is that there is death. And I think that might sound crazy, but if you know me, I like having these, pivotal final moments that really grab the watcher's attention and makes you pay attention even closer. I mean, Star Wars and Marvel aside, death is such a final thing. I mean, it's unreversible, it's kind of a sacred. Once you go there, there's no coming back. And I think that just makes a story that much more gravitating and believable, when there's actual high stakes. In this movie, it has some high stakes. Now, I think that on the lines of thriller, kind of this dystopian future, it does a great job of not being, too scary, but just believable enough to kind of engross you into the storyline and make you want to see more and more. I am definitely hoping to watch the second and third movie after I read the second and third book. I have a video coming out on this soon, but about books being made into movies, I think you should always start with the book first and then watch the movie to kind of see if your visual representation, the stereotypes that you create in your mind, were correct or false. Anyways, back to The Maze Runner. It has such an in-depth story with so many different levels. As I said, it's part of a trilogy, so there are many Easter eggs and things that they plant in this movie that we clearly won't understand until later parts, which yes kind of upsets me because I'm kind of a guy, I want to eat the whole cake at once. I don't want to wait later, eat a slice, eat the whole pizza type of guy. So it kind of hurts, but it tickles that fantasy pause in the sense that I have to stay attached. I have to come back later to understand what is actually going on. The individual characters in the movie are really, really well. There's a great diverse range, and it actually has a lot of star power in it. Characters that eventually went on to have a lot of fame in the future. This helps to keep the main story engrossing because it's good actors. Usually, child actors are not that good, but I was very impressed and surprised. I found it to be believable, and honestly, I just couldn't stop watching. The visuals and graphics are also very believable, which is impressive because this movie was made a good while ago, but yet it does look very realistic and lifelike. I think the biggest problem when you make these dystopian type of movies is that either it's too realistic and it doesn't feel believable, or either it's just like so unrealistic that you're like, okay, yeah, that's never happening. But I feel like this movie straddles the border very well, and you could see it actually happening in society. Anyways, I definitely implore you to go watch this movie. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below, and as always, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you next time.